end of a surprising season in which the Vols gained final ranking as the 7th best team in the nation came with the playing of the Bluebonnet Bowl at Houston in mid-December. The Vols take on Missouri Valley champion Tulsa in a driving rain. On the opening play, Bob Petrella recovers a Tulsa fumble following a hurricane pass completion. Doug Archibald's tackle jarred the ball loose. Dewey Warren sets up the opening score when he connects on a throw to Hal Wantlin for 20 yards. This time the distance is shorter, but again it's Warren to Wantlin, the play covering 4 yards for the touchdown. Tulsa ties the count with a first quarter touchdown of its own, but the Vols set up shop once more when Emanuel comes up with the recovery of a Tulsa fumble at the Hurricane 33. Warren goes to work and scrambles for 14 yards before he's brought down at the Tulsa 16. Charlie Fulton, finally recovered from an ankle injury that sidelined him in the Ole Miss game, scoots ahead for 15 big yards, all the way to the 1. Warren picks up the final yard in the touchdown march as the Vols go ahead for keeps midway through the second period. Jerry Smith's brilliant punt return through rain and mud covers 45 yards with a vital block thrown by the gritty captain of the Volunteers, Hal Wantlin. Three plays later, Warren crosses the goal to widen Tennessee's lead to 20-6. A spectacular ball pass defense bags another of 4 interceptions turned in by the Orange Horses against Tulsa as Glenn Gray pulls the ball in and returns to the Hurricane 43. Rugged fullback Stan Mitchell tears off the final 11 yards for the Volunteer score to wrap up a 27-6 victory. The triumph lifts the Vols to an overall record of 8 wins, 1 loss, and 2 ties.
quarterback on his feet. A yard on the field.
Oh, Tennessee Volunteers will long be known for facing adversity and the tragedy of losing their 3 assistant coaches in midseason and still fighting through to a remarkable 8-1-2 record. Tennessee closed the '65 season with that victory over Tulsa in the Bluebonnet Bowl. It was Tennessee's first bowl win since 1957 when the Volunteers beat Texas A&M 3-0 in the Gator Bowl. Thanks for being with us for this edition of Tennessee Football Classics Vintage Orange. I'm Bob Kessling of the Ball Network.
An excitement that is Big Orange football.
Saturday night football game against Duke, what a great thrill for me it was. And I remember the last time that I ran through the tee against the University of Kentucky on a Saturday afternoon in 1976, and the thrill was as great then as it was when I did it the first time in 1973.
Tradition, achievement, success, part of the proud heritage that is Tennessee football. Wearing the Big Orange has meant winning a national championship, appearances in all 4 major bowls, and the 10th best all-time winning record in the 114-year history of college football. Consecutive victories over Southeastern Conference rival Alabama. A dominant winning record against LSU, Kentucky, Vanderbilt, and Florida. Regular appearances in Holiday Bowls. All dramatic evidence that the Big T is reestablishing its prominence throughout the South. Television appearances, the opportunity for postseason honors, the sharpening of skills for a pro career, all waiting for a young athlete who proudly wears the orange and white, whose motivation to excel comes from a man born and bred in the winning traditions of Tennessee football.
I saw improvement in our film Saturday. I think you did too.
An All-American player at Tennessee, twice National College Coach of the Year, Johnny Majors teaches pride and enthusiasm.
Now what I'm interested to see this week defensively, to see how well we maintain our attitude and desire to get that football.
All right idea, just a little more.
His teams are disciplined in fundamentals, sound in execution. Each athlete learning and growing under one of college football's most respected and successful teachers.
The most enjoyable aspect of coaching, period, is the actual work on the field with the young men who put the uniforms on. Being teachers of young men. You're going to go for a point 2 yards upfield, and you're going to attack the end, or whoever's the contained man. Don't run too deep. If you do, they're going to smell a mouse, and they're going to get deep to contain. We want to make it think it's a run-off tackle, okay? And keep them off your feet. You have to learn to recognize that and read with him. And go ahead now. Step. Get real low. Get real low. Get that low. Okay. I can use my hand. See, and then Chuck can see. This time, Chuck, you go a little quicker. I'm too quick for you. We're in bad shape. I'm quicker. You are in real bad shape, right? Hey, you gonna when you run the ball, are you gonna huck and buck when you get it? No, sir. No, you're gonna run. While they're on the practice field, the number one objective is to practice up to their potential. And when they're playing for 60 minutes, it's to play up to their potential for 60 minutes. However, off the practice field, the number one thing they're here for is to get a degree and an education in that degree.
Nice time to have and grow and learn to go ahead and learn how to live your life and learn how to be a successful businessman or a successful citizen. I think by me going to school here and getting all these leaderships and guidance, it's really helped me tremendously, and I can't really express the feeling I have or how much it's helped me.
Helping young people is a way of life at Tennessee. The setting is modern and challenging, with a touch of Southern charm. Professional and graduate education is available in some 300 fields of study: business, law, medicine, engineering. The student is given a wide range of careers to follow. The goal is to successfully combine studies with athletics. And academic All-American Tim Irwin, currently in the NFL, is proof the system works.
Tennessee is an institution that cares about the education of their athletes. They don't ever put football first. They make sure the athlete gets to class. Our academics advisor makes sure you're on a program to graduate and not just taking a bunch of courses to stay eligible. And the university itself is unsurpassed, in my opinion, in the Southeast as far as academic excellence.
I think we as coaches and administrators have a responsibility, more than an obligation, a responsibility that we try to help these young men grow into men of responsibility so they know how to act in groups or as individuals, working with the press, news media in different aspects, how to handle themselves on trips as a group or individually, how to speak up and talk with confidence, how to dress, how to speak, how to be affirmative, how to be positive, how to be confident. I think that's part of a coach's job, just as it is to teach them how to block and tackle.
Bill Bates took his Tennessee training right into a Dallas Cowboys uniform. And it wasn't just football he learned in Knoxville.
I saw Bill start out as a hesitant individual that through the years progressed through leadership roles and opportunities to participate with community activities, become a more confident person. And he had a lot of opportunities to go to other places like Notre Dame and UCLA and Mississippi and Alabama and other places, and he chose UT, and he's been very happy with it, and consequently, I've been very happy with it.
Yes, football spirit at Tennessee soars as high as the Great Smokies. It is the fascination and focal point of an entire state. It is the legacy of Hickman and Carthago, Neyland and Larissata. It is 93,000 people sharing a common bond and wearing their pride for all to see.
Very exciting with all the people and everyone dressed in orange and white and everyone's going to the game, and it's just a lot of fun.
Over the years, the passions of those dressed in orange and white have been stirred by some old-fashioned football traditions.
Defense! Get tough!
Defense, Tennessee style. The ability to analyze, the reaction to follow the flow, and the desire to implant an orange tee on somebody's chest. A big play defense, willing to gamble, ready to dominate. Ever since the legendary General Bob Neyland coached at Tennessee in the 30s and 40s, no football program in America has put more emphasis on the kicking game than the Vols. If many victories are decided by a foot, the Big Orange want theirs to be sturdy and accurate. Kicking and defense are the foundation. But to compete week after week in the rugged Southeastern Conference, the Vols demand a power offense that hits at the heart of the enemy. Under Johnny Majors, the Orange has thrived on the quick strike, sending skilled wide receivers like Anthony Hancock, Mike Miller, Stan Morgan, Darrell Wilson, and Willie Gault into pro football, and surprising defenses with a playbook of game breakers.
Behind center, Glenn Streno. Cockrell back to throw. Pass downfield complete. Taylor breaks a tackle. 40. Taylor 45, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Tennessee!
There is a special camaraderie at Tennessee. whether in the spacious dining hall where the finest in food is served, or in the weight room where players receive excellent instruction.
And then under, quick, okay? Under real quick. Nice and strong.
The strength of someone's body depends if someone gets hurt or not, really. I came in at 215 and ended up at 245, so if you eat right and lift, it'll happen.
A little bit more of a pull. When you get up top the position, make sure you get elevation of the shoulders. Just a little bit higher before you get under, okay? Let's go. Nice pull. Right there, come on. Big one, big one. Yeah, looking good. All right, better, much better. Yep.
From weights to rackets, there's always something happening on campus, while the surrounding area is an outdoorsman's delight.
Being only 40 minutes from the heart of the Smoky Mountains, our colors are magnificent in the fall. In the spring, the flowers and the dogwood trees, it's just a beautiful, beautiful area to live in and to live in for 4 years to go to school here. The recreational opportunities, the lakes, and the rivers, and the mountains, the opportunities for a sporting person as far as hunting and fishing, if a young man likes that, but mountain climbing, rafting, just tremendous amount of recreational opportunities around here.
Perhaps the most thrilling activity comes on Saturday when 95,000 fans jam the largest football stadium in the South to become part of a UT spectacular. And they fill every seat in Neyland Stadium for one reason, to see their team turn on the juice. The orange juice.